Hey guys, oh my God, it has been so long since I've just sat down and talked to y'all like one-on-one, not about a topic, just like, hey guys, like this is my life, this is what's going on. So we are going to do sort of like a spring reset because I haven't done recent videos in a while. One, it's because like I love doing them and it also just helps me sort of feel like I have a fresh start to the new month. But they take a while to film and then I have to like I don't know. I'm like I love doing them, but also like it's a bit more time consuming than doing like a haul video or something like that. But I'm here now and I'm gonna give a bit of a like life update, and also there's an announcement at the end of the video that is kind of gonna tie into some changes happening on this channel. So yeah, stay tuned for that. First, I want to talk about how I've been so busy recently with like work and all these changes going on. Like you all know that I moved home in December and I've been just like really enjoying being back home and sort of like that transition, and also trying to job search and find a job that I can have that not only pays enough but also has good like benefits and stuff like that. And I got a job working in retail, and I don't love working in retail, but I can do it. And I was there for a couple of months. And I honestly didn't know how long it would take me to find a more permanent job situation. This still isn't a permanent job, it's more of like a contract job. I'll explain a bit more in a second. But I really did enjoy the people that I worked with at that retail job. Then I got this new job, and I obviously like it was a great opportunity, and I left my retail job and now I'm starting this new job in a few days. I'll probably have already started by the time this video goes up. That has just been like a whirlwind, and also trying to like adjust to like living, because I haven't lived in this town since being like a full adult. I have lived in the town that I live in for most of my childhood, and then I went off to college and I went to community college too, but even then it was mostly like just like I just like went to class and I went to work. And I'm really trying to just explore and see different parts of my hometown and see the beauty in it in ways I haven't before, and trying to like make friends and go to like workout classes and really try to like see the local art that we have and small businesses. I feel like I'm really rediscovering it in a way, and that's been really fun. And that has been like something that I've been really enjoying, and just feeling like I'm learning all these new things about it. I'm also trying to date. I feel like last year was when I really wanted to like actively try to pursue dating, and that was a whole roller coaster. I could do like a whole like video series about all the different dating experiences I had in Boston and prior, currently. Um, like I could write a whole book about that. I could do a lot of content about that. And guys are, oh my God, oh, people are interesting. Cause like I don't just date guys, but like even when I go out with like girls and stuff, it's still just like really awkward and stuff like that. But like going out with guys, like if you know, you know, it's just like, oh my God, like, are y'all good? A lot of stuff's going on in my life, but I wanted to talk about sort of like my reset for like the spring months, and also what's going to be happening going forward. With my new job, I will be working on a political campaign, and I wanted to do a lot of videos, if they allow me to, where I will be showing what that's like, and also just telling y'all what it is like to work in that type of environment and really being involved on the ground and getting people to vote and that sort of thing. And I think that would be really cool. So the changes that will probably be happening are less sit down videos. Not that I won't be able to film any, but just because of how my schedule is going to be really jam packed with my work hours, it will be a lot easier for me to keep up with like posting consistently. And also just like a lot of fun for me and for y'all to try to incorporate content into my everyday life more. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be really exciting. I hope y'all are going to enjoy those kinds of videos. And yeah, so that's like the main like announcement thing. I've also been doing the other things like working on my book. Writing a lot. I've been writing a lot and posting on, like, I'm a Medium partner now, which means that I make money off of my articles, and that's been a lot of fun. That's like below as always. Life's been different and changing, but in a lot of good ways. But yeah, we are going to now get into the reset. I got my list right here. And yeah, we're going to do that part of the video. We're also going to do a reading wrap up for April because I haven't done one yet. I've been reading. So the three main things I usually talk about are like water, fitness, and like I kind of want to talk about savings too. I've actually been doing pretty good with drinking water. I always have my Swell bottle with me, and sometimes I'll have it on me, but I'll just like be very ADHD and like forget to drink it. But like I get really thirsty when I am like working retail or after I go on a walk, which I hadn't been doing as much because I got a lot of steps in at my job and I would be really tired when I get home. So that would like help me drink a lot of water. I've been between the like 30, 40-ish ounces to like 50 ounces, so not quite at the 60 ounces that you're supposed to be at daily, but it's been better than the past. In terms of fitness, I have not been going on a lot of walks, but I do want to start doing that, especially now that I'll have like a structured set schedule more so. I know during one of my previous campaigns that I was on, I would go on a walk literally every morning, and that was something that was a really big part of my self-care. Like, even if I knew that my day was going to be super busy, that walk would be like time to myself, my music. And my goal is not to like walk every day, even though I did do a challenge like that this year. Right now, I'm mainly aiming to do like one a week, and I did do one this week, which is good. So that's like my goal. I like to start small and then work my way up. For savings, I have been trying to rebuild my savings account because when I lived in Boston, that was super expensive and I had to dip into it a lot more than I would have liked. So I've been trying to really meet my savings goals. My savings goal for the year is $5,000. And while I'm not there, I've gotten a lot closer to it, which I'm really proud of. I've been allowing myself to have fun and like buy books and stuff. I also bought a concert ticket, which I'm very excited about. It's not until December, but I'm very excited. While also saving a bit of my paycheck every time I get paid, which I'm going to continue to do. And I'm just really proud of myself for making progress in that area too, because it's also just like good for my like financial stress. It's one of the main stressors in this country, and if you know, you know, like it's so stressful not have a lot of money in your account because like emergencies can always happen and you just like you never know. And it's also like good knowing that like I can save up for like fun things like concert trips or going to the beach, or I've never had a really nice purse, so I would really like to save up for a nice bag. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself for that. Next is the April reading wrap up we're going to do in this video. We're going to start with fiction and then talk about the one nonfiction book I read in April. First up is the little romance read. It's romance, but it's not just romance. That's the kind of romance I like. I don't just want it to be about the two people that fall in love. I want it to be like about something bigger, not to sound too cheesy. This one is called The Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves. Basically, it is about this woman. Her name is Annika, and in the book, she is undiagnosed autistic for most of it. And if you are autistic, you can probably relate to the things that she goes through and different challenges she has, like living on her own and understanding the way people communicate. I'm autistic, so I could relate a lot to it. And she runs into a former partner of hers in the grocery store 10 years after they dated in college, but I'm not gonna like spoil, but like long story short, they broke up and then they ran into each other because he moved back to Chicago where they went to school together and they reconnect, and it's about their relationship but also like how they've both grown and also how Annika kind of overcomes these challenges and stuff like that. So yeah, I loved it, loved it, loved it. Also, trigger warning for like bullying, abuse, and not gonna say how this is related, but 9/11. So if any of those are like triggering for you, keep that in mind. But I really enjoyed this. I believe I gave it 4.5 stars on Storygraph. Also, follow me on Storygraph. I'm gonna put I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, my username in the comment section. Next is the book I read for my book club. My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Oteza Moshfegh. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This book, I thought I would hate it. I didn't hate it. I actually really enjoyed it. It is so infuriating, but also just like interesting. Like I remember I couldn't stop thinking about it. Basically, and like it's gonna be weird, but the premise is this woman that lives a very privileged life in New York, and she feels like is very like she's very. It's obvious that she's very depressed in this book. She has no like purpose or anything in life, and she wants to do this sort of like reset where she just sleeps for a whole year and then wakes up like ready to take on the world or something. It's a very strange thing. Like if anyone said that they want to do that to me, I would definitely get them some help. And it's also about how she sort of has a lot of privilege that kind of traps her in a lot of ways. The narrator is, we never get her name, which is interesting. The narrator is very like selfish and spoiled, and there definitely will be times where you're like, Jesus Christ, this woman is awful. But there also are times when you will have a lot of empathy for her. It's also a really interesting examination of how privilege in a lot of ways can be a trap, and how it's also why I think the cover is very fitting, because like a long time ago, and still in a lot of like royal families, like women were not expected to really do anything except for just sit there and look pretty. But that also led to a lot of things like depression and just not just boredom, but pure hatred for their lives because they were not being challenged at all and just not seen as people, just seen as like pretty things. And I think a lot of those things are explored in this book as well. It's just, I don't know how to describe it other than that it's just really fucking interesting. It's unlike anything I've ever read before. I think I gave it 3.75, but I think I'm going to change my rating to 4 stars. There were some things I disliked it. I will give trigger warnings for like mention of different medications. If that's like hard for you, then this might be a difficult read. Depression, anxiety, death, and 9/11. I'm not going to say how this is related. It's weird that it's the second book in April that I read with a weird 9/11 storyline. I feel like that sounded insensitive, but like, you know what I mean? I was just like, what? I really, yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to, but it was just so interesting. Like, I will definitely be reading this again. Last but not least is Why We're Polarized by Ezra Klein. This book is the nonfiction book I read this past month. I obviously enjoyed it based on all the annotating and highlighting. It is about why the political parties are so obviously polarized. It gives a bit of history and background information, also examines how that history still affects our parties today, and also in the end it kind of talks about what we can do to fix it. I think I gave this 4.5 stars because I wanted it to be a little bit more in depth in like the history and in the sort of like not problem solving part, but just like that aspect too. But I did really enjoy it. If you're like a politics nerd like me, you will love it. So yeah, going forward, I'm still going to aim to post videos long form like a couple times a month. I'm still going to be posting like short form content on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, that sort of thing. Just maybe like a little bit less often and more vlog style, less like sit down videos. But yeah, I'm very excited for what's to come, excited for my new opportunity, and I'm also just really thankful for everyone that's been watching my videos. We're almost at 370 subscribers, which is insane to me. My channel's seen so much growth this year, and my goal by the end of the year is 500 subscribers. I'd also love to get to 600, that'd be great. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching my videos and sticking with me through all the changes and just really being like ride or dies. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.